There's an emotional sickness spreading among us, an empathy deficit, a viral disconnection that puts COVID to shame. Where's it coming from? How far down do those roots really go?
If we can find the source, or at the very least, just acknowledge our real condition, can we then find ourselves the ability to heal? I think the time has arrived to move the ego aside and let our higher self write the prescription. The medicine is in the palm of your hands. You just need the courage to accept it. It is love. It has always been love. So what is it in us that restricts the comprehension of such a simple answer to such a complex question?
Perhaps it is the misunderstanding of what that love is. It's the mistake of attaching ourselves to the tiny little box that we have shoved that love into. We have become reliant upon the limits of language and media imagery to show us stories and pictures of what love really looks like. We have allowed television, fiction, and social programming to become our teachers, and in turn, we have forgotten so much of our inner wisdom. Give your precious self that quiet moment alone to close your eyes and simply remember how to feel.
Our society tends to immediately relate the word love to our romantic partner. We think of dating, we think of passion. We continuously throw sex into the infinitely large box that we call love, and then wonder why it echoes so loudly in our ears. There is room in our hearts for so much more. Our love for each other has become like strings of Christmas lights that have short-circuited. And now all the energy has focused itself into select few bulbs.
Lights glow for romance, lights glow for our own families, but there's so much darkness in between. How does a blood relation validate one love but not another? We are all one family. We are the human family. Love is the unconditional sharing of the experience of life. It is the unconditional sharing of that which is our life force. Love is being able to look through another perspective to find understanding. It's being able to see how we are all the same in our differences.
It's being able to see another member of our vast human family in their worst of times and to not condemn or dismiss, but to instead empathize in all the ways that you could have been in their shoes if only you had stumbled into a different life. We breed products in the system like cattle and throw the ones who don't cooperate into institutions or prisons. We hide them behind these thick walls until the containers overflow and spill them back onto our streets. We strip these family members of the basic tools needed to be a functioning member of society, and then we pretend to wonder why our homeless numbers continue to get larger and more diverse.
The ones born gifted with the sane and untainted minds are just the feeding grounds for the mass media and political parasites who continue to thrive off of their gullibility.
So what then of the population of the cracked souls in between, the depressed, the bipolar, the coping addict, the abused, the oppressed, the poverty-stricken, and all of the other variety of broken that is considered to be our lower class? We are not lower. We are simply closer to the real ground. Our toes are barely touching the surface of our human condition, and yet it is still not enough to see beneath the clouds of our own illusions.
We are seeing shadows of each other through a fog of confusion, unaware that we're seeing glimpses of our own reflections. Under this thick haze lies a grand population of mirrors, each of which reflects a different part of yourself. You are the mirror, and you are the ever-changing reflection.
So please, my dear human family, allow yourself to come down from the clouds. Take a deep breath and a fresh look around you with the filters turned off. Take a moment to dust the surface of your soul's mirror enough for the light to reflect and shine to the other mirrors all around you. It will take more than a single spark to ignite this fire. So what the fuck are we waiting for? We have lived in the shadows of our true nature for far too long. Together, it is time to step back into the light.
Walking down the street where children play, for them it's just another day. The future's reflected in their parents' faces, who chose to stay on in this place where they were born, went to school, got married, had kids, like their grandparents before them did. Got to escape, you know, before it's too late. Although today I could say that I really will miss the when Santa. But yeah, I was right. Knew what it was like when Santa.
You've been listening to truthconduit.com with Chris McMillon. Go to the subscribe page and sign up to get notifications of the latest posts. And check out the support page to help keep it going.
Yeah, I've got a friend in Jesus Christ. I've got a friend in Jesus Christ, and Krishna and Buddha and my bartender.
Have you found that your skills aren't matching up with the challenges ahead? Here are 19 essential skills for success that school never taught you. Get your free copy by following the link below or visit getautonomy.info/19skills.